Minerals. The Indian subsoils are rich in onshore and offshore crude oil and gas, coal, iron ore, copper, bauxite, etc. India has large reserves of iron ore, bauxite, chromium, manganese ore, barite, rare earth metals, and mineral salts. India produces as many as 95 minerals, which includes 4 fuel, 10 metallic, 23 non-metallic, 3 atomic, and 55 minor minerals. In 2015 to 16, there were more than 2,101 reported mines, excluding those for atomic and minor minerals, natural gas, and petroleum, that is, crude. In this video, we are going to cover the following topics of geography mapping: coal, petroleum and natural gas, and oil refineries. Let us first discuss about coal. Coal is the main source of energy in India. This fossil fuel is found in the form of sedimentary rocks and is often known as black gold. It originates from organic matter and wood. It can be converted into gas, oil, electricity, and thermal power. Besides, it forms a basic raw material for production of chemicals, dyes, fertilizers, paints, synthetics, and explosives. It is used in the steel industry for smelting iron ore in blast furnaces. The country produced 730 million tons of coal in 2018 to 19. There are 4 types of coal. The first is anthracite, which contains 80% of carbon content. Second is bituminous, which contains 60 to 80% of carbon content. The third is lignite, which contains less than 60% carbon content. And the fourth is peat, which contains very poor carbon content. The important coal fields of India are: in West Bengal, there is one coal field, namely Raniganj, which is the first coal mine in India, opened in 1774. In Jharkhand, there are 5 coal fields, namely Jharia, Bokaro, Giridih, Karanpura, and Ramgarh. In Andhra Pradesh, there are 3 coal fields, namely Singareni, Kotugudem, and Kantapalli. In Chhattisgarh, there are 4 coal fields, namely Singrauli, Tatapani, Korba, and Rampur. In Maharashtra, there are 4 coal fields, namely Kamti, Umred, Wardha, and Chandrapur. In Madhya Pradesh, there are 2 coal fields, namely Pench Valley and Shahdol. In Odisha, there are 2 coal fields, namely Talcher and Sambalpur. Coal fields in India are grouped into 2 categories. The first is Gondwana coal fields. More than 98% of India coal is of this kind and is located in the Damodar Basin, Mahanadi and Godavari Valley. The second is tertiary coal fields. These are newer and younger in age and consist of lignite and peat. They have less carbon content, hence are of poor quality. These deposits lie in Kashmir, in Riyasi, Assam in Lakhimpur, Arunachal Pradesh in Namchik, Nagaland in Borjang and Tiensang, Meghalaya in Darangiri and Balpak, Rajasthan in Pallu, and Tamil Nadu in Neyveli, Jayamkons, and Mannargudi. Let's now discuss about petroleum and natural gas. India is a major producer of petroleum in South Asia and the largest producer among the SAARC nations. India imports 82% of its oil needs and aims to bring it down to 67% by 2022 by replacing it with local exploration, renewable energy, and indigenous ethanol fuel. India is the world's third largest crude oil importer. Mineral oil reserves mainly lie in Gujarat and Assam. In Assam, Digboi is known as the oldest oil field in India, started operation in 1882 in Naharkatia, in Moran, in Rudrasagar, in Sibsagar, in Bappapung, and in Hasanpung. So there are total 7 oil reserve sites in Assam. The next is Gujarat. Gujarat has 6 oil reserve sites, namely Ankaleshwar, Lunaj, Kalol, Kosamba, Mehsana, and Dholka. Outside Assam and Gujarat, the biggest strike of oil was made in 1974 by Oil and Natural Gas Commission, that is ONGC, on the continental shelf of West Coast. Mumbai High, 120 kilometers away from Mumbai in the Arabian Sea, is a very promising oil field of the country in the offshore region. Besides Mumbai High, other offshore oilfield basin located further south and Aliabet Island close to Bhavnagar in the Gulf of Cambay. New oil fields have been found in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, in Rajasthan, in Coromandel Coast, in Cambay Coast, and in Krishna Godavari Basin. Government plans is to build underground caverns that can hold 6.5 million tons of crude at 2 locations in Odisha and in Karnataka as a part of strategic petroleum reserves. The concept of strategic petroleum reserves was first moved in 1973 in the US after the first oil crisis. The construction of the other 2 reserves is projected at Chindikhole in Odisha and Padur. India already has 3 underground storage facilities that can store 5.33 million tons of crude oil. These 3 strategic petroleum reserves can help 10 days of crude requirement. The 2 new ones will stretch that supply to 12 more days. Strategic crude oil storages are at Mangalore in Karnataka with 1.5 million tons storage capacity, in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, having 1.3 million tons storage capacity, and in Padur, Karnataka, having 2.5 million tons storage capacity. National gas grid. India was the 4th largest liquefied natural gas, that is LNG, importer in 2017 after Japan, South Korea, and China. In order to promote the usage of natural gas as a fuel or feedstock across the country and move towards a gas based economy, a national gas grid was proposed. It aims to connect gas sources to major demand centers and ensure availability of gas to consumers in various sectors and remove regional imbalance within the country with regard to access to clean fuel. New pipeline projects being implemented by government are as under: Pradhan Mantri Urja Ganga project, that is Jagdishpur Haldia and Bokaro Dhamra pipeline project. It will cater to the energy requirements of 5 states, namely Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, and West Bengal. Borani to Guwahati pipeline. It is being implemented as an integral part of Jagdishpur Haldia and Bokaro Dhamra pipeline project to connect northeast region that is NER, with the National Gas Grid. Northeast Gas Grid, a joint venture of 5 oil and gas enterprises, that is GAIL, IOCL, OIL, ONGC, and NRL, named as Indradhanush Gas Grid Limited (IGGL), has been entrusted for the development of natural gas pipeline grid in Northeast, that is Northeast Gas Grid NEGG. Kochi Kuttanad Bangalore Mangalore Pipeline Project KKBMPL. The efforts are underway for development of pipeline projects and providing accessibility of natural gas sources, that is domestic and imported both, to southern cities. Let's now discuss about oil refineries. Indian Oil Corporation Limited, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, etc. are engaged in the refining of crude oil. Since two-thirds of the petroleum is imported, the refineries are located near the coast as in Mumbai, Chennai, Jamnagar, Vishakhapatnam, Haldia and Kochi. There are 23 big refineries altogether in India, of which Mangalore Refinery is in the joint sector and Reliance Petroleum Limited in Jamnagar is in private sector. The public sector refineries under IOCL are at Mathura, Barauni, Haldia, Guwahati, Koyali, Panipat, Bongegaon and Digboi. The two at Mumbai are under HPCL and BPCL. Public sector refineries. Oil refineries operated by Indian Oil Corporation Limited. First, Digboi Refinery in Assam. It was commissioned in 1901 by Burma Oil Company Limited, later Assam Oil Company Limited. It is the oldest operating refinery in the world and produces premium grade paraffin wax and microcrystalline wax. Second is Guwahati Refinery in Assam. It was commissioned in January 1962. The refinery was set up in collaboration with Romania. It was the first refinery in the public sector. Third is Barauni Refinery in Bihar. It was commissioned in July 1964. The refinery was set up in collaboration with the then Soviet Union. The fourth is Koyali Refinery in Gujarat. It was commissioned in October 1965. The refinery was set up in collaboration with the former Soviet Union. Koyali Refinery commissioned the country's first hydrocracker unit for conversion of heavier ends of crude oil to high value superior quality kerosene, ATF and diesel. The fifth is Bongegaon Refinery in Assam. Bongegaon Refinery and Petrochemicals Limited was incorporated on 20th February 1974 as a fully owned central government company. BRPL became a subsidiary of Indian Oil Corporation Limited. In March 2001, BRPL was amalgamated with the holding company Indian Oil Corporation Limited effective from 25th March 2009. BRPL, which was originally processing Assam crudes, is now capable of processing imported crudes. Sixth is Haldia Refinery in West Bengal. It was commissioned in January 1975. The fuel sector of the refinery was built with French collaboration and the lube sector with Romanian collaboration. It is the only refinery of Indian Oil producing lube oil based stocks. Seventh is Mathura Refinery in Uttar Pradesh. It was commissioned in January 1982. The primary units of the refinery were designed by USSR. It is first green refinery of India equipped with elaborate environment monitoring system and ecological park. It also uses natural gas to control SO2 emissions from the refinery. Panipat Refinery in Haryana. It was commissioned in 1998. Panipat Refinery of Indian Oil Corporation Limited is the first modern integrated refinery cum petrochemical complex in the public sector. Last but not the least is Paradeep Refinery in Odisha. It was dedicated to the nation by the Prime Minister on 7th February 2016. Paradeep Refinery is Indian Oil's most prestigious and capital intensive project till date, and this is the 11th refinery of IOCL Group located at Paradeep, Odisha. The next to be discussed is oil refineries operated by Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited. The first is Mumbai Refinery in Maharashtra. It was first incorporated in 1952 as Standard Vacuum Refining Company of India, Stanvac, which was commissioned in 1954. In 1962, Stanvac was named ESSO India Limited. In 1969, Lube India Limited came into existence for manufacturing lube oil based stocks. On 15th July 1974, the undertakings of ESSO and Lube India Limited were nationalized and merged to form Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited. HPCL's Mumbai refinery is the only refinery of HPCL to produce lube oil based stocks. The second is Vishakhapatnam refinery in Andhra Pradesh. HPCL's Vishakhapatnam refinery was commissioned in 1957 by Caltex Oil Refining India Limited. The refinery was taken over by the Government of India in 1976 and was consequently amalgamated with HPCL in 1978. HPCL's Vishakhapatnam refinery in the first oil refinery on the east coast and was one of the first major industries of Vishakhapatnam. The Indian Strategic Petroleum Reserves Limited is located nearby to this refinery. The next to be discussed is oil refineries operated by Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. The first is Mumbai Refinery in Maharashtra. The refinery in Mumbai was commissioned in January 1955 under the ownership of Burma Shell Refineries Limited. Second is Kochi Refinery in Kerala. The Kochi Refinery Limited, a public sector undertaking, was set up in pursuance of formation agreement dated 27th April 1963 between Government of India, Phillips Petroleum Company of USA and Duncan Brothers of Calcutta. The refinery has been amalgamated with Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited in 2006. The next to be discussed is oil refineries operated by Chennai Petroleum Corporation Limited. The first is Manali Refinery in Tamil Nadu. Chennai Petroleum Corporation Limited, formerly known as Madras Refineries Limited, was formed as a joint venture in 1965 between the Government of India, AMOCO, and National Iranian Oil Company. CPCL became a subsidiary of IOCL in 2001. It is one of the most complex refineries in India with fuel, lube wax, and petrochemical feedstock production facilities. The second is Cauvery Basin Refinery, Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu. CPCL's second refinery, located at Cauvery Basin and Nagapattinam, was commissioned in 1993. It is a small wellhead refinery processing crudes from nearby ONGC fields, Rawa crude and KGD6 crude. The next to be discussed is oil refineries operated by Numaligarh Refinery Limited. There is only one refinery, namely Numaligarh Refinery in Assam. Numaligarh Refinery, popularly known as Assam Accord Refinery, was commissioned in October 2000. Current shareholding pattern of NRL is Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited 61.65%, Oil India Limited 26%, and Government of Assam 12.35%. NRL is the largest refinery in the northeast. The next to be discussed is oil refineries operated by Mangalore Refinery and Petrochemicals Limited. Mangalore Refinery in Karnataka. Mangalore Refinery and Petrochemicals Limited was commissioned in March 1996. MRPL was originally set up as a joint venture refinery promoted by Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited (HPCL) and the Aditya Birla Group of companies. In March 2003, MRPL became a subsidiary of ONGC. The next to be discussed is oil refineries operated by Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited. Tatipaka Refinery in Andhra Pradesh. The refinery, set up as Mini Refinery Phase 1 of ONGC, was commissioned in September 2001 at Tatipaka in East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh. Oil refineries operated under joint venture. The first is Bina Refinery, Madhya Pradesh. It was set up by Bharat Oman Refineries Limited, a joint venture of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited and Oman Oil Corporation Limited, was commissioned in May 2011. It is the first refinery in central part of India and augments the availability of petroleum products in central and northern India. The second is Guru Gobind Singh Refinery in Punjab. HPCL Mittal Energy Limited, Bhatinda, Guru Gobind Singh Refinery, owned by Hindustan Mittal Energy Limited. A joint venture between HPCL and Mittal Energy Limited was commissioned in April 2012. The refinery is a testimony to a successful public-private partnership in the oil and gas sector. The last to be discussed is oil refineries operated under private sector. First is Reliance Industries Limited, Domestic Tariff Area RIL DTA, Private Sector, Jamnagar, Gujarat. The refinery was commissioned in July 1999. RIL DTA was the first private sector refinery in the country. Second is Reliance Industries Limited SEZ. RIL SEZ, Private Sector, Jamnagar, Gujarat. The refinery was commissioned in December 2008. The new SEZ refinery is the first refinery in India to produce Euro 4 grades of gasoline and diesel. The third is Nayara Energy Limited, Vadinar Refinery, Private Sector, Vadinar, Gujarat. The refinery was commissioned in November 2006. Vadinar Refinery is the single location second largest refinery in the country.